So we have some crazy news today. Crazy news to do with Fresh and Fit and all their antics, and it appears that YouTube has finally had enough and have kicked them off the platform. Would you believe it? To be honest, I even thought this day was coming, but who knew that it would actually come as soon as it did? Or, in the view of some, they felt it took too long. But now we're going to get into it where we're going to delve into the legal issues. The legal issues such as can Fresh and Fit do anything? Do they have a leg to stand on in this regard? And what can they take it upon themselves to change in order to get back on YouTube?
I love doing this. I'd be lying to you guys if I didn't say I didn't love doing this. I left a job that I truly loved to do this, right? Because I shouldn't be admitting this, but saving children, right? That was great, but saving you guys is better.
Welcome to the Lion Legal channel. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe.
They thought we was capping, man.
Yeah.
They thought it was a joke.
And you know, we made moves on the side knowing that this could potentially happen. And guys, we the channel has been kicked off the YouTube partner program. Just keep it straight with
If you look right now, you can't even super chat or
you can't even super chat right now.
Yep.
So this is the beginning of the end of this era.
So we are in trolling chat. So
yeah.
Yeah.
So you literally can't. Yeah, man. So it's so basically we're gonna figure out what's going on because we don't even really know all the details.
So as you can see from the video, Fresh and Fit. Now it appears that they're simply pretending not to know why they are in this position, which is a lack of accountability. Are they saying that they don't know why YouTube has had enough of them and don't want them to be on the YouTube partnership program? First of all, you have to understand what the YouTube partnership program is. That is essentially the way that YouTubers make money. The primary way, especially for new YouTubers. Now, if you're very big, if you've got 10, 20 million subscribers, you need the YouTube partnership program? No, obviously not, because you have enough eyeballs that you can now translate that into income through several different means, several different ways. Sponsorship, merchandise, directing your followers or subscribers to different platforms. But by the time that you are only getting income mainly through people coming to that channel and you don't have an audience that is in the multi millions, you definitely need the YouTube partnership program. Absolutely. You will need that. But the reason that they got kicked off is because of their antics. Their antics are rather tiresome, incredibly inappropriate, and people got sick of it.
Stop reach, I could KO you, but don't fucking throw that spear.
Today's topic, I guess Fresh and Fit ended our career with last night's live stream.
I think we're the first ones really calling them out at this point. They've been lying to y'all for years, and they're dumb fans in the back. Oh, fresh and fraud, fresh and fraud. Yo, Prince is like a. It looks like a.
You should see him build momentum. What the?
Yo, every time this thing, I got a problem with you.
Imagine them. Yo.
Nigga looks like a monkey. Preacher's over there looking like Magilla Gorilla and Donkey Kong having the baby.
Well, and he says he's surprised. You just witnessed something that would not be tolerated on any media enterprise. And YouTube essentially runs itself as if it's a television organization, to be honest. It runs its operations as if it is prime time TV, NBC, ABC, CBS. That's essentially what YouTube presents itself as. And for you to now be coming there and furthering a hateful agenda, insulting people, guests that you have on your show, insulting other guests, and which I might say is incredibly important, and having a staunchly anti-black agenda. They had a staunchly anti-black agenda. What do you expect YouTube to do in that instance? To let you carry on?
Like, Rich like uses his head. Fucking shit for years. And I think the thing is that they've been kind of coasting on is you got to fight fire with fire.
And we're gonna be nice guys. We're gonna toss your salad apple.
Bro, no. We got some accessories here. Okay. I got some apples and peaches here, as y'all can see. Okay. Some grapefruit. What the fuck is going on? Welcome. Gonna be okay. Gonna be okay. Gonna be okay.
Yeah, he's chewing his Ethernet. Hey, Rich. Yo, Rich, you're overdosing on the Warrior G.
Okay. So as you can see, this guy definitely has a deep-seated reservoir of hatred that he likes to spew across the YouTube platform. And in fact, he would also go on other people's show and show even more degradation, hatred, and abuse. So what is YouTube supposed to do in that instance? Are they supposed to essentially take it as a joke and turn a blind eye? Especially when you have advertisers. Because guess what? Advertisers are the ones that pay the bill. If you treat advertisers with contempt, you will soon find your company is not as profitable as you think it is. And that is essentially the worst mistake for any media organization. If you look through several instances throughout history of people that have gotten banned, gotten taken off air, gotten or had restrictions on their free speech. For example, when Howard Stern used to be on the radio, they used to ban Howard Stern all the time. Howard Stern got so many calls into the office of the radio companies because they told him, look, you have to tone it down. You have to be careful, because they had they had advertisers that did not like what he was doing. Alex Jones is another example of somebody who has been banned off media platforms. If you say the wrong thing, if you act like a fool, they will ban you. But there's no accountability. These guys like to pretend like they don't know why they were removed.
Crazy news.
Yeah, crazy news, real talk.
Yeah.
Right now we're live streaming on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, Rumble. And guys, I mean,
is this the end, bro? Because we got some bad news, man.
Hope so.
I mean, when I heard that, I was shocked, because I mean, we love YouTube, man.
yeah,
We love streaming.
yeah,
And at this point, I feel like our whole lives are revolved around streaming and like adding value to people online. It's just like it won't be the same, bro.
yeah.
What we heard.
In 2020, guys, as you guys know, I was working for the government, right? I was a special agent of Homeland Security. He worked for, fuck it, Wix, we'll just call it.
Yeah.
Right?
Wix.com, yeah.
All right, so this is their like little sob moment where they relive the tales of the good days, you know? So I'm just gonna put 1.5 because I don't give a fuck.
And, he was a tech support. I was arresting bad guys, etc. We started this podcast. We did our first episode on October 26th, 2020. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And, Yeah, Chris was there. The apartment was all empty and shit.
You guys remember the days before we started just making a podcast where we
Now they're going into full victim mode, into full, well, you remember the days in the past. Well, can't believe this has happened. I feel sorry for myself, etc. What? You knew exactly that this would occur. And if you did not know, then you weren't thinking. If you did not know, you definitely were not thinking.
Good podcast, man. We got a very and we kind of knew that the type of content that we make, for us to be able to give you this content, we have to.
It comes at a cost.
It comes at a cost, dude.
And it won't be here forever.
Yeah. And
we
you
knew
know,
that going
Fresh
into it.
always said this, you know, enjoy us while you can.
Yeah.
They
thought we was capping, man.
Yeah.
They thought it was a joke.
And you know, we made moves on the side knowing that this could potentially happen. And guys, we the channel has been kicked off the YouTube partner program. Just keep it straight with
If you look right now, you can't even super chat or
you
become
can't
a
even
member.
super chat right now.
Yes. Yes. Okay, I'm just joking. All right. Well, not really, in fact, because I find their show utterly distasteful. Utterly distasteful. I don't think that anti-black exhibitions of hatred and contempt are acceptable. But anyway, back to the main issue of this show. Can they sue? Can they sue? Okay, so let's go to the law on the issue. Anyway, so the point at which you can tell if they have a legal leg to stand on is essentially looking at the contracts that they've agreed to, contracts that they've effectively assented to or signed, which in this case will be the YouTube terms of service, the TOS, which everybody who accesses a electronic platform has to assent to in order to use the platform. It's called the terms of service, and they tell you what you can and cannot do. And the YouTube terms of service are essentially set down by Google, which owns YouTube. And it states that you can actually be restricted from using all or part of Google's services as they deem fit, depending on certain criteria. Now, being able to watch a YouTube video is one thing. Being able to post is a post and then the YouTube partnership program is a different thing. And there are different aspects of the of an overarching service, which is the YouTube service. And if you violate the terms of service, you can't use them. That is the thing. So, therefore, they were restricted from being able to earn a living off YouTube. Now, if they had intelligence, they would know that there are other ways that they could essentially fall into being able to earn an income. But when you spend all your day hating, you don't focus on the important thing, which is getting the bag. So, going specifically into the wording of the TOS, it effectively states that YouTube reserves the right to suspend or terminate your Google account or your access to all or part of the service if A, you materially or repeatedly breach your agreement, B, if YouTube is required to do so to comply with the legal requirement, or C, if they reasonably believe that there has been conduct that creates or could create liability or harm to any user, third party, YouTube, or its affiliates. You saw the videos. I just played the video for you. Do you think that they breached one of these conditions? Absolutely. That was hateful conduct there, making fun of somebody based on their race. And I think to any observer, any legal observer or legal fact finder, it doesn't really matter that the person who was essentially undertaking the hateful conduct is also or could also be considered black. I don't think that would be enough to absolve them of legal responsibility. So there you have a potential breach of condition there in the terms of service. And even if they sued, even if they try to sue Google, etc., Google is protected, and YouTube is also protected under the Communications Decency Act, Section 230. Section 230 of the Communication Decency Act, which protects tech companies that kick people off their platforms for any act which can be considered obscene, lewd, lascivious, filthy, excessively violent, otherwise objectionable, whether or not such material is constitutionally protected. What are they telling you? They're telling you right there that you don't have free speech on a tech platform. You don't. So anyway, that's the show for today. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe.